Going for this now to have all of that permafrost synergy. Actually a really cool idea here from KT Rolster.
And it is actually KT going for a more 1v1 style, which I do think is the right approach. Trying to just match JDG head-on in a team fighting is something that literally no team in the world has been able to win against them with. And in this 6-9, I don't know how close he is to 6. Dominus would be huge. Kanavi gonna get spotted soon because he's on the other end of the wall.
He is on the grump right now. Looks like Kanavi's not really looking for it. 369 trying to bait him in, and it's going to work. The Dominus comes out. There's the crash down. And Cuz is going to turn up. He flashes forward. Can they get it? No, they can't. First blood picked up by JDG. Immediately answered, though, by KT. And now the junglers are battling it out. But I think two tanks probably just going to have to walk away.
The kill going across the 369 is massive, though. Getting that early lead for the Croc is going to help out. Gets the orange spike. Whip will be able to come back into lane. And at this stage, Kanavi just wants to try and freeze this wave for when 369 gets back, but you can see Cuz is not going to let him get there.
Going for the Dragon Air. We do know post-6, this lane becomes a whole less fun for the Orianna.
Certainly does. Let's see. Kanavi's just walking in. He'll steal that away because Shattering Strike is pretty broken in that moment, and KT could do nothing.
Yeah, can't outplay. Yeah, you need to make sure that he doesn't get there. The moment that knockup from missing hits, 100% is going to be a big problem. You have a fight for the Herald, though.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know who's favored as far as the smite, but let's see whether the fight does actually happen. BDD over the wall. Backflip landing is now Keen will turn up. Knight in a bit of trouble as there's the ult forward from BDD. He's into the shroud now. Can they actually get this one to work? Kanavi gets himself out. Perfect execution, shuts him down. And the Dominus is still going to be there. Keen is very low, and Knight is there to support the Crocodile. The flash forward. 369's gigantic. And BDD just has to get over that wall.
The big thing here as well, missing, joining the rest of the team. It's going to be a favorable kill trade for J.
You burnt everything. Now Kanavi trying to match for Cuz in this top side.
Yeah, Keen going aggressive once again. There's the Dominus, and Kanavi's going to turn up. Let's see how this fight is going to work. Great ult comes through from Cuz, and now Keen's trying to survive. It's not going to work out. Whoa! It doesn't work. We've seen this before in the last gank play, and once again, the tanks just walk away.
It's exactly the same play. 369 gets the kill. Keen. Really, JDG able to play around this. Renekton might have a fight here towards the bottom half of the map. Aiming!
Yeah, there's the knock-up onto aiming. He's trying to get out, does use everything, but does manage to escape. Lands there to help out as Cuz getting down here as well. Moonlight Vigil, decent amount of damage, but he can't really get in there. Decent Arctic Assault, but now the knock-up comes through, and this Sejuani's in a bit of trouble. Teleport to come forward, though. The Glacial Prison connects, and now it's BDD's going on a rampage. Aiming grabs a kill onto Kanavi. Ruler's still up, though, still doing a fair bit of damage. And Knight has made his way down as well, but that's a one fight for KT unless Cuz gets out. He's fine.
I mean, great turnaround from KT. The immediate teleport from BDD. Phenomenal answer. He picks up a kill for himself, and now Knight looking for more.
Oh, BDD, there's the flash over from Lehens. BDD doing a lot of damage. Perfect execution comes through. Ruler is there, and Knight, he's got Command Protect. That will keep the Zeri alive, and that was a lot invested.
That is going to be Lehens trading his flash for Knights. I think that's a trade type of style as the fog being toggled there. Are they going to try and make a play?
Yeah, in goes Cuz. 369's pretty tanky, but Permafrost has stacked up. They get the teleport out, and KT say, no, not biting off more than that, and they will take the Summoner spell.
Still a big win, particularly because the 1-1-3-9's aiming.
This is a bit of a problem. Aiming's going to flash, but they have their eyes set on Lehens, and Ruler will be able to take him down comfortably. It should be this turret falling as well, and this teleport's going to work out. Cuz moving his way forward as well. Keen, Counter-Strike has been primed, and the Glacial Prison is going to land on a missing, but he's going to be able to battle dance his way away. He doesn't even have to here. The KT now bearing down on this outer turret mid.
Oh, they're going to try and get something out of this play because the teleport investment not really paying off just yet.
They do manage to get the turret here, but JDG, they formed the Phalanx again. They should be able to defensively posture. They lose their turret, but they manage to take the other. Oh, they're very close. I'm going to say, maybe they don't need control. Maybe they just need the horse to just wander away in there. As KT, 4 members here already set up. You can see BDD lurking in the sidelines. 369 goes in, aiming, trying to escape from the Crocodile. He'll get away, but Lance, he may not be so lucky. Knight in trouble as well, though, as he flashes away. BDD trying to get into the Moonlight Vigil, flies forward, and Amy's going to lock down the first kill. Ruler's dead as well as BDD. Perfect execution! And KT will tear JDG apart. Is this really happening?
And
It's only game 1, but still they're managing to win team fights.
And KT are able to absorb the initial blow.
Try and get that one pick to try and find an angle. KT have already started off the Baron, though. It's down to 50% health. Missing has no idea. Kanavi's going to move forward. The teleport's going to come in. Can Cuz manage to lock this down? He just walks in. But this time Cuz gets the smite. The Magnet Storm comes through as well, but KT are just standing their ground. Kanavi ripped to shreds. BDD grabs one. And 369 JDG are just running for the hills. BDD's flashing forward. Knight, 5-point strike after 5-point strike, and the Shuriken is going to land. BDD grabs a double, and KT get the Baron and the kills.
KT are smurfing on JDG in this game, slowing down the pace, keeping control of the map, and picking up the Baron in the face of Kanavi. They may actually look to end it here.
I feel nothing. This is nothing happening as they push on forward.
Yeah, Beijing's gonna die. Ruler, the last man standing. There is 5 seconds left on Kanavi, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. The teleports are coming in. KT gonna take down the first inhibitor of the game. And they're looking for Nexus turrets now. Kanavi thrown around like a ragdoll. Good double knockup, but the follow-up's not there from Missing, and Ruler is executed. That's going to be that. KT, off the back of an exemplary performance, will take game number 1 over JDG. We're only just getting started now, though.
And KT leads the series 1-0. The clear underdog coming in. It's just a single game.
Is that this Aatrox just starts to take over games.
Very interesting situation, because KT, a very different draft to what we saw in game number 1. You're going to have to go toe-to-toe with these team fights. But also, they have, once again, a very similar bridge.
Make it a little bit more difficult for you to find those moments.
They don't know.
He's managed to sneak in. Cuz now looking for that opportunity. Knight, can he actually find it? Shapesplitter comes through to confuse them, but they will not be confused this time. First blood goes to Cuz, and KT are on the board.
And it's Cuz's pathing there is able to clear full towards top and then just sneak by. KT, they are still moving up though.
Level 5 for Lehens doesn't have that hostile takeover, as now they're looking for the fight. Grand Entrance is going to connect. There's the Pop Blossom onto Cuz. They know exactly who they want. Bailout not going to connect.
Flash.
And aiming has to flash to get out. Lehens going to do the same thing. The Zap is going to be blocked by the Renata, but that is still just a pickup for JDG, and they get the Dragon.
You called it, Atlas. They knew their target the second they went in there. They turn on Cuz because he'd already burned.
On a ward here towards this bottom side. JDG just wasting a lot of his time here. Kanavi moving in as well.
Knight's on the way.
Yeah, there is the handshake, but it doesn't actually stop it. Teleports to come in. Lehens is trying to bail himself out, but it does not work. And now Knight's looking for the opportunity. Cease and desist on a BDD, and he gets picked up by the Pop Blossom. Has to flash. Moonlight Vigil is going to miss! And Aiming cannot find it. BDD is now running for the hills. He needs a dissonance if he wants to get out of this one. Dodges the Zap, and that should be enough.
It's a disaster for KT. In game 1, they managed to turn around the bot lane play, but JDG were ready this time. Knight has first move. They
with the man advantage that KT have. Oh, never mind. Missing is still just diving into the back of this pit. Ballbreaker is being charged. There it is. Oh, the secure does come through from Lehens. Missing, not going to quite find the engage he was looking for, though. Cuz going very, very low. It's a Hex Soul. This is going to be a big one, but the fight is still going. Keen turns up. Missing's trying to get out with the Grand Entrance. Keen, can he find an angle? The answer is no. And Missing just traipses his way out of that one.
And the entire time, 369 is pushing the top side. He's going to be able to get some of the plates that are on this top end tower and even up.
Can be a really big boon as KT are looking to contest.
Yeah, it's a 5-man unit here from KT. Lehens looking for the avenue, doesn't get it with the handshake as they're giving up on Shapesplitter. Finds 4 into the back line, and now Missing is going to layer that CC. Aiming lands some damage, but it's not going to save this massacre from JDG. BDD's going to flash, but 369 is still looking for more, and JDG win another team fight.
Knight says, BDD, you had your moment in the last game. Might have a bit of a moment now as Kanavi.
Yeah, Kanavi going to go back in.
No way!
No way! Of course he's flashing in. That used to be the ruler position. This time he's taking names.
And it's JDG taking down KT. They get the Rift Herald. They get the fight. They get the mid lane tower. JDG have come alive in game 2.
And it's
poised to take over this game, and nice, trying to see if he can take over against BDD.
Yeah, another shockwave to come through here from BDD as Pop Blossom comes down. BDD might just be okay with it. Super Mega Death Rocket will be avoided, and now the Clockwork wind-up. Can he find the attack? There it is, and 369, he wants to get this kill over to Ruler. He's running as fast as his little legs can carry him, but it's Kanavi that is going to end up taking him down. Still a 1-for-1, and he wins the solo kill there against Nut.
Here, look at the vision.
Yeah, Aiming's got decent guns, does move to a Calibrum for some extra range, and now KT, they're in a choke point. The charm's too massive from the quickness, as BDD is not going to get bailed out of this one. 369 locks down the first kill, and they are just running them over. Keen is trying to be a blender, but he's just getting blended. Cuz gets out of there, but that is 4 for JDG, and they look unstoppable.
It is a three-pronged approach from JDG. 369 from one side, Knight teleporting from the other, and KT try to contest this dragon. It's going to cost them everyone but Cuz, and a Baron as well.
They don't need to take down this inner turret. The inner in the mid lane also falling as Aiming versus 369. Don't like your chances, Aiming, and he's just going to be put in the
Doesn't
ground.
even flash. He's like, nope.
Yeah, no, I think he knew it. As these inhibitor turrets are going to follow suit. Keen looking for some sort of opportunity to keep himself alive, but he's just getting torn apart. Kanavi, once again, just queuing forward. He is not afraid of anything. Shockwave going to be avoided. Pop Blossom onto 3. And I think this one's done and dusted. An instant triple kill here for Ruler, and he will still keep himself alive. These inhibitors go down. They've got powered up minions. And I think in 26 minutes, JDG will fight back, and they'll fight back hard. It's a best of 3, boys.
What a performance from JDG in game number 2. Playing off of lane states well, playing the map well, finding the success in the team fights. And KT, anytime they even sideways looked at JDG, we're getting slapped across the face.
And it's a couple of early skirmishes.
Get the follow-up ult, you get the AoE coming through from the Sivir. It actually makes these fights incredibly potent from JDG's side, and KT will have to make sure they're getting to the objective first, setting up vision, not allowing JDG to circumvent them in, like we saw in that last game.
The one advantage that KT playing, and yeah, I wouldn't have minded KT actually trying to throw an ultimate out there, especially because Herald's gone and Dragon is in 2.5 minutes as they're going up. Kanavi is hiding in the shadows though.
Yeah, Cuz looking for that opportunity. Well done, it comes down. There's the Magnus Storm. Last blood goes to Keen though. Empress Divide going to be used for the disengage, and they'll take a plate along with it.
Where'd he go? You blink and 369 is gone. Had his flash, wasn't expected to be burst out that heavily. Even Kanavi invested his flash to try and get there, was too late to the party.
And it's going to be Earth, Wind, and Fire, boys. This is, we can group tonight, guaranteed. As, okay, Cuz is just going to get caught out. The Magnus Storm is going to be used for more of just a celebration of the circles. And JDG, they'll grab a red buff as well.
I mean, great pickoff. You get the Dragon. I was about to say, as long as KT are playing this safe, they should be able to slow down the pace of the game, give his ear time, wave pressure that he had immediately going, and now Keen, what's happening here?
Yeah, I don't know how we got to this point, but it's not exactly great news. 369 really feeling good about how this one's working. Okay. Yeah, Keen doesn't have a lot of options, and now Counter-Strike is on cooldown as well. In comes BDD though. Keen, can he actually get the kill? There it is for 369. Empress Divide is going to pick that one up, but BDD had to invest his flash, and it's a 1-for-1 in the end.
That was pixels away from missing from 369. Just barely catches him, the Darkened Blade, and now the TP up to top side.
Oriana, KT looking to close in. It's a familiar area. Opposite sides of the rift, though, for both of these teams. KT still looking to try and get out of here. The Q doesn't land. The Infernal Chains don't work either. Empress Divide comes in, but the quickness is too good. BDD trying to escape, but he won't get out. But it's Ruler that manages to take him down, and now Cuz is on the run. Kanavi is looking for him. It's a double for the Sivir, and they are not done yet. In they go once again. The Crashdown tries to get Cuz out, but is Keen going to survive? He is. Still, KT are done with this fight.
Colossal win there for JDG. They're able to take down BDD and Lahens as the people wasn't nearly enough. And you know, this is not taking into account that this is JDG. Ruler.
Yeah, Hook is going to connect there. Ruler going to be taken down underneath his outer turret mid lane. There it is, the Ruler position. It worked out the last game. He's going to get punished for it this time.
Yeah, we've seen this a million times, Atlas.
Run away with this game, sitting at 1-0-3. And it all started with Lahens getting caught.
Very reminiscent of the play the setup towards bot side, right? It's this Rakan Wukong combo that actually is big.
Some tanky members of JDG. Now Cuz, 1 versus 3, but does have BDD waiting in the wings. The Magnet Storm comes through. BDD trying to get the autos across, is now aiming, is going to join the fight. BDD still at full health, swoops in, picks up missing, but he's going to dash out of there immediately. Ruler's trying to pop up, but he can't actually get to this fight because Kanavi's already dead. Keen looking for an opportunity. Infernal Chains, leap strike to the ward, and Keen gets out.
And it starts off with a great play from Missing and Kanavi. Overinvest, JDG just goes to Baron, takes that. There is enough vision though, and we see Cuz and Lahan's looking as Keen is in a flank.
Yeah, huge flank position. There's the Magnus Storm. We'll see whether Jackson can get in here because Missing has found everyone. Two-man Empress Divide comes in aiming, is starting to free hit, but it's a double kill for Ruler. The Simmer is ripping them to shreds, and Keen was too late to this one. BDD did manage to grab one there, but they'll still grab the triple kill and they'll grab the soul. BDD looks for Missing, but of course, Missing's just fine.
It is a miscommunication on KT as Cuz goes in so deep.
But it does give an opportunity now for 369 to say, hey, we're going to play slow, maybe play for Keen actually.
Yeah, it does get slowed down by the dissonance there. Shockwave is going to pick up Keen. Counter-Strike comes in, but it's not going to be enough. In the meantime, another fight is going to break out. It's 3 versus 4, and JDG are doing all right. Kanavi goes golden for now. Knight takes down BDD, and it's on aiming. If KT are going to make this one work, it has to be him, but he's dead already. And there's the shutdown to come through. Cuz the last man standing, and JDG, I think they've just gone to match point.
They find their one opportunity for the pick, and immediately they turn for the rest. JDG are hungry. They want to keep pushing forward.
There is a reason why you don't try and match JDG with teamfight to teamfight comp. It's because of plays like that. They invest 2 people to the top side of the map, get a free kill on Keen, and then somehow win the fight on the other end as well.
And it wasn't like they were massively ahead. They are now, and they're going to take down a Nexus as well as JDG. They are 1 step away from the semifinals.
An insane performance from JDG there again. Cool, calm, collected. The LPL #1 seed know once they get a chokehold on the game, Planar, what the hell are you doing? And now he's completely transformed himself from the man that he once was into such a big Gragas connoisseur. It's going to be a doozy in that top lane to try and beat Keen.
Gragas also, you're playing into
Jungle setup.
Well, Cuz completely unseen. He can blast Cone over, but instead the Vault Breaker is going to be charged. Finds it there onto Kanavi. And now it's a Smite War. Ward is in the brush there for KT. Is Missing, moves on up. I believe it was Cuz that secured it. Gonna be able to take that one away from Kanavi. Already a leg up, but they're looking for more. Vault Breaker connects once again. The flash forward from Lahan's, but Kanavi's able to get over the wall with his own. And now the Grand Entrance comes forward. They know that Lahan's is vulnerable. Ruler is looking for it. Kanavi finds it. First blood goes to Ruler, and BDD finds a scatter onto 3. Kanavi goes down, and now Ruler is running. Cuz is going to push him away, and Knight not going to be able to get in on this one. KT answer back.
and it's mayhem here early on, both 80.
You can see BDD struggling here. The dissonance connects. There's the slow, and the punch the ground from Kanavi locks down the kill on the Syndra without flash. Kind of a sitting duck there in that mid lane. Nicely capitalized on by Kanavi.
Cuz needed to sit there with BDD to make sure he could crash that wave, then get the TP back in. I mean,
by JDG at the same time is now aiming the one caught on his own. Killer Instinct comes in. There is the Featherstorm, and they may have moved a little bit far forward as BDD is going to show up. Can he find the scatter is the question. As the knock-up comes in, there is the scatter we were talking about. Ruler with just a ghost, and he'll be just fine.
Gonna be a big win there.
Bottom side, Ruler was pushing that one in. Teleport used bottom means that KT fighting around here could be a little bit dangerous. There's the flash forward from Cuz, though. They're looking for their target. Polymorph comes in, the exhaust lands onto 369. Aiming is looking for that kill. Takes so long to kill him. They're 1-for-1 so far, but there's the flash forward. They lock that one down. The unleashed power onto Kanavi gets his flash. And he looks to escape. KT looking all right in the 2-for-1.
it's a whiff from 369. He tries to flash bodies, well, bodies on flash onto Aiming, but only connects with Lahan's. And Aiming then is free firing the entire time, even missing, going 2 different directions with Knight. It's an absolute disaster.
Cuz.
Yeah, Vault Breaker is going to get him out of there. If that was BDD, though, he would have been dead.
Yeah, 100% Cuz is able to.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, you can do that for Missing, where Missing ends up just blasting himself into position with an ult. So now, Missing, you can see how sneaky he's trying to be right here. He wants to be the one to make that play onto KT. They have no idea Missing's here.
Oh. BDD is so far up. He still doesn't have his flash
flash
available.
He's got to be dead.
Oh no, Missing is going to show himself. BDD tries to scatter to get him out of the way, and he's not going to avoid this one. He's just going to get taken down. Didn't have a stopwatch, and even if he did, he would have just been dead. And now it is going to be a Drake for JDG, you have to assume.
And Missing never can
Favor of JDG.
Oh, nice. You're being so disrespectful.
Well, no, because they have TP and Knight still has Crown. So, oh, the TP!
Okay, in they come. Keen looks for it. It's 369 that they go for first. Scatter the Week does come through, and there's a cease and desist. Gameplay button comes in, and that is 2 for free for KT.
It's a 2v5! Well, JDG were like, we can take this, and that is coming back to bite them. KT pounce immediately, and they'll move to mid to defend the tower.
Keen, I'm like, where are you going? He's going to get tagged.
You're going to connect. Their Killer Instinct comes in. Ruler wants it. Keen is not going to die just yet.
Ooh. Oh, Missing might be caught out. It's only cuz though, so should be fine. Eat some fruit.
Are we ever? Like,
never
I say
dies,
Missing,
man.
but he just doesn't die.
We're giving it to the chaos of the Rift. I love this. Oh.
Oh dear. Another Feather Song put straight on cooldown. There's the kick, goes through Lehens. It's nicely done there. As Keen dives in, Kanavi might be out of position. He should have a safeguard relatively soon.
Look at BDD.
And now the Scatter the Week not going to work out here. There's a flash from Cuz, and he picks it up. The Mega Cone to disperse the players. And now Cuz could be on the wrong side of this. Missing, lurking. Lehens finds him. And a grand entrance comes in. I mean, we're not going to be engaging on this one. Just buttons being pressed all over the place, gentlemen.
I think JDG needs to cool it on the button pressing, though.
Ruler is killing a ward. Cuz is still here. Of course, finds a Vault Breaker onto Missing, not the target. Cease and desist actually going to be invested here. He's dead. There's the leap strike. Keen's going to lock it down. I thought I'd never see the day. The Missing's overextended because he just seems to survive. Not that time.
The flag
with his Vault Breaker, just going to get over that wall with his next one. Take down these control wards. These Mega Scryer's Blooms working out nicely as Missing once again going to be discovered. Cease and desist comes in, and KT are bearing down on them. There's a Vault Breaker, and Cuz just does it himself.
And Missing goes from not dying in what feels like the entire series to twice in a row. There is still a lot of cooldowns available for JDG though, so I don't know if KT wants to try and go for Nash.
One stun, they got them!
There it is, the Unleashed power to fly through as well. Knight down to 50%. They should be able to get themselves out of here. Okay, that wasn't even the Unleashed power. My goodness, it's just so much damage.
And that's the thing, BD leaning towards his top side. Lehens covering for Kanavi coming over the wall. BDD killing us!
There it is! Oh, the gameplay button, it's not going to be quite enough. Didn't quite calculate it. And Knight, now he just teleported back, so he's going to have to go back home again unless he can get some of his health from these big old honey fruits.
But it does mean that the attempt from JDG to overload the top half of the map doesn't actually end up working.
Fred, and now Cuz, he wants more chaos.
Yeah, there it is once again. The cease and desist comes through. The flash comes out from Kanavi. Doesn't want to get himself in trouble. Teleport to come forward from Keen. He really wants to join this. And they might be thinking that it's Baron time, but in goes the quickness from Missing. Great knockup, but there is so much damage on KT. He's not going to be doing that one again anytime soon. And JDG, oh, they're going to get stunned. There's the flash over from Keen. Looking for even more with his counter-strike, and 369 will be pounded.
And it looks,
KT get another.
It looks like JDG are going to take it for a ride on the roller coaster. And they're not liking it.
There was no way that this series cannot end in 5 games. After all the doubt, after everything, KT want to push us there. And Baron is in their sights.
Knight
and Ruler are all that's left.
Well, Ruler wants to try.
The shockwave!
The shockwave is massive on the BDD. Lehens goes down as well. And now the Killer Instinct comes forward. Aiming is looking for it, but Ruler says, not today, buddy. And they're even able to catch out Keen, who's looking for Kanavi. It was so good until it was just so bad for KT.
I got excited. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it.
And the roller coaster comes crashing down as Knight and Ruler say no. You will not take the Baron. And JDG turn it around.
And that.
But KT, do they find a roaming Gragas?
Well, he's looking for the back. It's empowered, but there it is, the Everfrost to try and keep him alive. But I have a feeling that even with his Zhonya's, he is still going to die. That is, yeah, that's...
JDG are on the way.
Yeah, they are. They're looking to try and help him out, but that's not going to work out. 4-3-6-9. Can they catch them out of position? Or can they just take down some turrets? They don't have a wave.
Look how little was used, though. It's only the ult from BDG.
Yeah,
And he
big
wants Ruler.
teleport flank. I don't know about this one. It could be dangerous immediately. He is going to go into stasis, but the shockwave was put down. The Void Secret Ruler finds it. Kanavi finishes it off. The Featherstorm is going to be used. Aiming is the last hope here for KT. And the cease and assist goes down onto Ruler. KT is still trying to find it, though. Keen gets one back onto the jungler. But into the backline was Cuz, and he is going to be taken down right there. And as it sits, it's 2 for 2.
In the 4 versus 5, though, JDG are able to get the 2 for 2. They're able to get the dragon, and it's these magnificent...
To relative safety, we've got fights happening all over the place. As Knight is fighting Keen, he manages to get the shockwave. He goes golden. Can he survive? Are the rest of JDG going to get here? There's the quickness used by Missing, and now it's Keen that could be in trouble, but he does have the counter-strike. There's the Unleashed Paradise 369 that pays for Knight's sins. And Missing might be getting the same treatment.
Oh, he's going deep!
That is so incredibly deep because it's the one that pays the price. 1 for 1, it's fine.
They got mega cones, and then meanwhile the bot lane wave is pushed in hard, and if Cuz stays alive there...
Cuz was committed, and now JDG, they're going to start off. The Baron is going down extraordinarily quickly. Ruler has so many items. Keen has teleported in. Can they find a team fight, though, is the question. The Baron is out of it. And Keen, he goes golden, but it's going to be so hard to survive this. Counter-strike or no, Shockwave is a bit of a hula hoop, but Ruler is still going to say goodnight to Keen. There's the shutdown onto him. They take a blue buff, and now JDG just looking to press ever further forward with their Baron buff. Absolutely. For everyone. Ruler just looks for hands, aiming. Gonna get the wild growth. Missing goes forward, and he's the one that might be taken down here as Aiming's moving forward. Ruler gets exhausted, but he's still gonna convince Aiming to exit the fight. And now Cuz is too far in. He tries to queue away, and somehow it just works out for the JDG 80 carry. They'll take the inner turret, and I don't think they're done there.
How the hell are JDG still up and swinging? The Kanavi wants to go, still has the kick. Terrible fall.
30 seconds on Cuz. KT are going to try and hold on, but I don't know if they can.
Mid lane inhib is going to go down. They do have 1 siege minion available. They're going to have to wait for some waves, though, as they're getting to work on this bottom lane inhibitor. Keen Counter-Strike now on cooldown just for a little bit, but we're pretty late into this game.
15 seconds on Cuz.
Yeah, BDD, can he actually execute someone? Scatter goes wide, in goes Keen. Looks for the opportunity onto Missing, but he's so slippery, and now the Nexus is exposed. JDG a few auto attacks away from the semi-finals as the kick comes in. Aiming tries to stand his ground, but the Nexus is being fired.
It's a roll!
Oh,
Look at the end! They end this! What? The Cannon Minion got one last shot off and they end the game!
That's how it's done, gentlemen. JDG will be heading to the semi-finals, and KT Rolster will have to start again next year.
Cool, calm and collected as always for JDG.
Yeah, no worries.
Not even close. And to be fair, you know, the ending might have been close, but the way that JDG was able to play out these team fights and regain control after KT tried to introduce so much chaos is remarkable.
What a moment. That is another brick pay.